Hey there, folks over 60. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with a leg cramp so bad you thought you'd never walk again? Or maybe you've noticed your legs feeling weaker lately, making it harder to get around like you used to. I hear you, and I've been there too. After our last video on zero carb, zero sugar foods to keep us strong, I started thinking about another challenge we seniors face. Those painful leg cramps and losing leg strength. That 1-year-old man we talked about who passed away too soon might have struggled with this too, and I don't want that for any of us. So today, I'm sharing 7 magnesium-packed foods we need to eat to prevent leg cramps and build strength in our legs. These are simple, tasty foods that can keep us moving, and I can't wait to chat about them with you. Before we dive in, tap that like button and tell me in the comments, do you get leg cramps often? I'm reading every single one, so let's talk. Let's start with a food that's been a star on our channel before, and for a good reason. Spinach. I know, spinach might sound like something you only ate to make your mom happy, but this leafy green is a magnesium powerhouse for us seniors. 1 cup of cooked spinach has about 157 milligrams of magnesium. That's nearly half of what we need daily to keep our muscles relaxed and strong. Magnesium helps stop those leg cramps by calming our nerves and muscles, and it builds leg strength so we can keep up with our daily walks. I met Betty from Ohio, who you might remember from our last video. She started adding spinach to her eggs after we talked about zero carb foods, and she says her leg cramps are gone except saute it with a little olive oil, toss it in a salad, or blend it into a soup. It's so easy. Spinach is like nature's little muscle relaxer, keeping our legs ready for action. Are you a spinach lover? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear how you eat yours. Now, let's talk about a snack that's as tasty as it is good for us. Almonds. Oh, honey, almonds are a senior's best friend when it comes to leg strength. They've got about 80 milligrams of magnesium in just a small handful, which is a big win for preventing cramps. Magnesium also helps our muscles contract properly, so we're not wobbling when we stand up, tackling that sitting too much killer from our last video. I met George from Colorado, who you'll remember from our zero carb foods video. He started snacking on almonds instead of chips after our last chat, and he says his legs feel stronger. It's at 73. He's even back to fishing with his grandkids. You don't need to overdo it. Just grab a handful for a snack, toss them on your spinach salad, or mix them into your yogurt. Almonds are like tiny strength bombs, keeping our legs steady and cramp-free. Do you snack on almonds? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to hear your favorites. So, we've got spinach and almonds helping us fight leg cramps and build strength, but there's more magnesium-packed goodness to share, and I've got some stories that'll make you want to stock your kitchen with these senior lifesavers. Let's keep this conversation going because the next few foods are just as amazing, and I can't wait to tell you all about them. We've been chatting about how magnesium-packed foods can help us seniors stop those awful leg cramps and build strength, and I'm so glad you're here with me for this. Let's keep the good vibes going with a little seed that packs a big punch. Pumpkin seeds. I know, pumpkin seeds might sound like something you only eat around Halloween, but these tiny gems are a magnesium powerhouse for our legs. Just a quarter cup has about 190 milligrams of magnesium. That's more than half of what we need daily to keep our muscles relaxed and strong. Magnesium helps prevent those leg cramps that wake us up at night, and it supports leg strength so we can keep walking without wobbling, tackling that sitting too much killer from our last video. I met Mary from Texas, who you might remember from our Zero Carb Foods video. She started sprinkling pumpkin seeds on her salads after our last chat, and she says her legs feel steadier at Chiman. You don't need to get fancy. Eat them straight from the bag, toss them on your spinach, or mix them into your yogurt. Pumpkin seeds are like little cramp busters, keeping our legs ready for action. Do you like pumpkin seeds? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, let's talk about something that feels like a treat but does so much good for us. Dark chocolate. Oh, honey, you heard that right. Dark chocolate can help our legs, and I'm here for it. A 1-ounce piece of dark chocolate, at least 70% cocoa, has about 65 milligrams of magnesium, which helps relax our muscles and stop those leg cramps in their tracks. Plus, it's got antioxidants to reduce inflammation, helping us tackle that stress overload killer from our last video, so our legs can stay strong for the long haul. I met Susan from Florida, who started having a small piece of dark chocolate as her afternoon treat after our Zero Carb Foods video, and she says her leg cramps have eased up at sate. Just make sure it's dark chocolate, not the sugary milk kind, and enjoy it guilt-free. It's a little indulgence that keeps our legs happy and our hearts smiling. Who doesn't love a chocolate excuse? Let me know in the comments if you're a dark chocolate fan. I'm curious to hear. So, we've got pumpkin seeds and dark chocolate joining spinach and almonds in our magnesium lineup, helping us fight leg cramps and build strength. But there are a few more foods to share, and I've got some stories that'll make you want to add them to your grocery list right away. Let's keep this rolling, because the next few foods are just as amazing, and I can't wait to tell you all about them. We've been having such a great time talking about these magnesium-packed foods that can help us seniors stop leg cramps and build strength. And I'm so glad you're sticking with me. Let's keep the momentum going with a food that's been a fan favorite on our channel, and it's perfect for our legs: avocado. I know avocados might sound like something for the younger crowd, but this creamy green gem is a magnesium powerhouse for us. Half an avocado has about 29 milligrams of magnesium, which helps relax our muscles and prevent those leg cramps that sneak up on us. Plus, it's got healthy fats to keep our joints moving smoothly, helping us avoid that ignoring painkiller from our last video. I met Linda from Georgia, who you might remember from our Zero Carb Foods video. She started eating avocado on her toast after our last chat, and she says her legs feel stronger at 7. She just slices it up, adds a pinch of salt, and enjoys it as a snack, or sometimes she'll mash it onto a cracker for a quick bite. It's so easy, and it's a little change that makes a big difference. Avocado is like a little green hug for our legs, keeping us steady and cramp-free. I love how versatile it is. You can even add it to your morning smoothie for a creamy boost. Are you an avocado fan? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear how you enjoy yours, or if you've got any fun recipes to share. So, we've covered spinach, almonds, pumpkin seeds, dark chocolate, and now avocado. All amazing magnesium-packed foods to help us fight leg cramps and build strength. But I've got a couple more foods up my sleeve that I think you're going to love, and they're just as easy to add to your day. Let's keep this conversation rolling, because the next two foods are going to make your legs thank you. And I've got more stories to share that'll inspire you to give them a try. We're on a roll talking about these magnesium-packed foods that can help us seniors keep our legs strong and cramp-free, and I'm so glad you're here for this. Let's keep the good vibes going with a fruit that's been a breakfast staple forever, but it's also a secret weapon for our legs: bananas. I know, bananas might sound like a kid's snack, but they're a magnesium powerhouse for us. One medium banana has about 32 milligrams of magnesium, which helps relax our muscles and stop those leg cramps that wake us up at night. Plus, bananas are packed with potassium, which works with magnesium to keep our muscles functioning smoothly, helping us avoid that sitting too much killer from our last video. I met Robert from Illinois, who you might remember from our Zero Carb Foods video. He started eating a banana with his breakfast after our last chat, and he says his leg cramps have eased up at 69. He just peels one and eats it as is, or sometimes he'll slice it into his oatmeal for a little sweetness. It's so simple, and it's a tasty way to keep our legs steady. Bananas are like a little sunshine boost for our muscles, keeping us moving with a smile. Do you eat bananas regularly? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear how you enjoy them. Now, let's talk about a food that's been a star on our channel before, and it's back for a good reason: salmon. Oh, honey, salmon isn't just for heart health. It's a magnesium-packed gem for our legs, too. A 4-ounce piece of wild-caught salmon has about 29 milligrams of magnesium, which helps prevent leg cramps by calming our muscles. Plus, it's got omega-3s to reduce inflammation, helping us tackle that stress overload killer from our last video, so our legs can stay strong for the long haul. I met John from California, who you'll remember from our Zero Carb Foods video. He started grilling salmon once a week after our last chat, and he says his legs feel stronger at 6. He's even back to hiking with his grandkids. Just grill it with a little lemon or bake it with some herbs. It's so easy. Salmon is like a little ocean gift for our legs, keeping us active and cramp-free. Do you love salmon as much as I do? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to hear your favorite way to cook it. So we've added bananas and salmon to our magnesium lineup, joining spinach, almonds, pumpkin seeds, dark chocolate, and avocado. These foods are all about keeping our legs strong and cramp-free. And I've got one more part to wrap it all up with some final thoughts and inspiration. Let's keep this going, because I want to make sure you've got everything you need to thrive. We've had such a great time talking about these magnesium-packed foods that can help us seniors prevent leg cramps and build strength. And I'm so glad you've stuck with me through this journey. Let's bring it all together and see how far we've come. Here we are, 7 magnesium-packed foods: spinach, almonds, pumpkin seeds, dark chocolate, avocado, bananas, and salmon, that can help us seniors prevent leg cramps and build the leg strength we need to stay active. We started with spinach, that leafy green powerhouse that Betty from Ohio swears by for keeping her legs steady, etc. Then we moved to almonds, those tiny strength bums that George from Colorado loves snacking on to stay strong at 73. We added pumpkin seeds, little cramp busters that Mary from Texas sprinkles on her salads to keep her legs feeling great at 7. Then came dark chocolate, a sweet treat that Susan from Florida enjoys to ease her leg cramps at 6. We talked about avocados, that creamy green hug that Linda from Georgia adds to her toast to feel stronger at 70. We brought in bananas, a sunshine boost that Robert from Illinois eats with breakfast to stop his cramps at 6. And finally, we wrapped up with salmon, an ocean gift that John from California grills to keep his legs strong for hiking at 6. These 7 magnesium-packed foods, spinach, almonds, pumpkin seeds, dark chocolate, avocado, bananas, and salmon, are all about helping us fight leg cramps and build the leg strength we need to stay active and independent. It's not about changing everything overnight. It's about small, easy steps, like adding a handful of almonds to your day with George, or enjoying a piece of dark chocolate like Susan. Maybe you'll try grilling some salmon with John, or slicing a banana into your breakfast like Robert. These little changes can make a big difference, keeping our legs ready for the things we love, like walking with Mary, fishing with our grandkids, or just getting through the day without those painful cramps. I'm so proud of you for being here, learning how to take care of yourself in these years. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. And that's what this channel is all about. I'd love to hear from you. What's one food from this list you're excited to try? Maybe you're ready to saute some spinach like Betty, or treat yourself to some dark chocolate like Susan. Drop it in the comments. I'm reading every single one, and I can't wait to hear your thoughts. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more ways to thrive past 60. We've got more coming your way, like our next video on simple chair exercises to build leg strength even more. Hit that bell so you don't miss it. Here's to stronger legs, fewer cramps, and a longer, happier life. I'll see you in the next video, my friends.